made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Balgruuf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
As you can see, I have much that requires my attention. If you're inclined to gab, there are some nice prison guards you may like to meet. A fair point. Well, you've come to the right place then. Speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helga. Seems we're all branded villains these days. So long as your criminal past stays in the past, and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our ranks. I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Helgen, huh? Ulfric told us quite the story. If you made it through all that, you're likely worth something to me. But first, tell me, why does a lizard want to fight for Skyrim? Fair enough, but are you willing to die for your home? You mistake me. I'm not saying no, just wondering about your intentions. We're not looking for sellswords. The Stormcloaks need dedicated men and women who are devoted to the cause and willing to die for it. All right. But before I can put you to use, I need to know how much you can take. I have a little test for you. That's what I like to hear. So long as you can back up those words with steel. I'm sending you to Serpent Stone Island. If you survive, you pass. If you die, well, you weren't going to be much use to me anyway. It's where men have tested their metal for ages. It's a strange rock formation built by the ancients. Something about that place attracts the ice wraiths. You kill an ice wraith out there, and I'll have all the proof I need about you. Only the ones I'm not sure about. This will prove your abilities, but more importantly, it will prove your commitment. We'll see about that, won't we? Aye. But in the meantime, we have a war.
Spare a coin? Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Tell me again why we're wasting time and dwindling resources chasing a legend. We don't even know it exists.
I don't like talking to
Jarls
someone
are
who holds
upset.
their honor so
They
cheaply.
don't all support you.
Damn the Jarls.
They demand the moot.
And damn the moot! We should risk letting those milk drinkers put Torik's woman on the throne? She'll hand Skyrim over to the elves on a silver plate.
All the more reason, then. The crown would legitimize your claim.
A crown doesn't make a king.
No, but this one.
If it even exists.
It exists, and it will be the symbol of the righteousness of our cause. Think about it. The Jagged Crown. It heralds back to a time before Jarls and Moots. Back to the time when the king was a king because his enemies fell before him, and his people rose because they loved him. Skyrim needs that king. You will be that king, Ulfric. You must be.
You're certain you found it?
When have I ever been false with you?
Fine. I'll send the Unblooded here with you. Fancy a crawl through a moldering dungeon to see if you can't stir up Galmar's Jagged Crown.
It will be there. You'll see. You're alive. I owe Ulfric a drink. I have to admit, I didn't think we'd be seeing you again. I misjudged you. You're definitely Stormcloak material. It's time we made this official. You ready to take the oath? Not at all. That was as much a test of your abilities as it was your resolve. I wasn't sure your heart was in it, but you've proven me wrong, and I respect that. Now, if we're done being sentimental, it's time for you to take the oath. Before you're one of us, you must swear fealty to Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak, future High King of Skyrim. You must also pledge unswerving loyalty to your fellow Stormcloaks, to Skyrim, and to her people. That's the spirit. By swearing this oath, you become one of us, a hero of the people, a true son of Skyrim, a Stormcloak. Repeat after me. I do swear my blood and honor to the service of Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm and true High King of Skyrim. As Tullius is my witness, may this oath bind me to death and beyond. Even to my lord, as to my fellow brothers and sisters in arms. All hail the Stormcloaks, the true sons and daughters of Skyrim. Now you're one of us, which means you get to tag along on a little trip with me. Oh, and here, you're a Stormcloak now. You ought to look the part. Watch yourself out there. Reasons. Since when does a man need a reason to protect his family, to defend his homeland? It's the damn Outlanders and Empire that need the reasons. Not this Empire. The world's better without it. Certainly Skyrim is. I fought in the Imperial Army in the war against the Dominion. I bled and spilled blood for the Empire. And for what? The Empire to bend its knee before those evil elf bastards? Signing a treaty meant to kill the heart of the Empire itself? To deny Talos? No. I will have no part of any such empire. And I will gladly gut anyone who says otherwise. Enough talk. There's much to do. First, we'll kick the Thalmor and their bloody Imperial puppets out of the country. Then, we will rebuild Skyrim into the land she once was. When we are done with that, we will take our army to the Dominion and show those pointy-eared bastards not every man is fit to be their slave. I have found the final resting place of the Jagged Crown. Can you believe it? Well, I'm almost certain. We're headed to Corvinjune, but if old King Borgus is indeed buried there, we're bound to run into trouble of some kind. Your fellow Stormcloaks are already assembling outside the tomb. I'll meet you there as soon as I'm finished up here. Have you not heard that ancient verse? Maw unleashing razor snow, of dragons from the blue brought down, births the walking winter's woe, the High King in his jagged crown. Going way back to King Harald's time, or even before, the High King always wore the Jagged Crown. It was the symbol of his might and power. The crown is made from the bones and teeth of ancient dragons, and it is said to contain a portion of the power of every king who has worn it. True or not, who would dare deny Ulfric's claim when the legendary Jagged Crown sits upon his brow? It's true. The location of the crown was lost with King Borgas after the Great Hunt killed him while he was off on his damned Alessian campaigns. But legend holds, his body was secretly returned to Skyrim and buried with the crown. Its exact whereabouts lost in the following Wars of Succession. Through sources that shall remain nameless, I've tracked down what I believe to be the final resting place of King Borgas, Corvanjun. If the crown exists, it will be there. Aye, the Great Hunt killed old King Borgas. Gods only know with what profane arts those elves cursed his remains. Curses notwithstanding, the tombs of kings are always full of traps to ward off grave robbers, are they not? But nothing a band of Stormcloaks can't handle, I assure you. Don't wait around. Get yourself kitted out with what you need. Welcome to the fight.
I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired.
Hail, ill-filled.
Hail, Galmar.
What's the situation?
Cold as the inside of an ice wraith. That and some Imperials are camped out around the entrance, staying nice and warm around their fires.
Imperials? Well, if they're keeping themselves comfortable, let's slip in and send them to their graves that way. What's the Legion doing here? Damn Imperial spies! Well, should be fun for us at least. They don't seem to know we're here yet. Ready to spill some Imperial blood for Skyrim? That's what I like to hear. Listen up. Those Imperials aren't here by coincidence. Their spies must have found out we know about the crown, and they don't want us to have it. But they won't stand in our way. I know some of you are ex-Legion, and may know men on the other side, but remember this. They are the enemy now, and they will not hesitate to kill you. Keep your wits about you, and watch your shield brothers back. Ulfric Stormcloak is counting on us to bring him back that crown, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Follow me, quickly and quietly now. I want their guts on the ground before they even know we're here. First,
like the fight of a flea! For the Emperor!
That's the end of that. That's the way I like it. Short and bloody. They never knew what hit them. But do not make the mistake of underestimating the Legion. Plenty of them are Nords, same as us. We had the advantage of surprise this time, but things won't be so easy from here on out. Enough talk. Let's go kill some Imperials. Pick a man and put him down. We attack on my signal. Time to show what you're really made of. For Skyrim! Greta, Engar, stay and guard the entrance. We don't want any Imperial reinforcements taking us by surprise. The rest of you lot are with me.
Bastard! We're routed!
I don't like the look of this. Perfect spot for an ambush. 10 to 1, they're just waiting for us on the other side.
But there isn't any other way through.
Oh, you sure about that? Then please, be my guest and go strolling on in there. We'll stay here and watch your back. Not so sure. Oh, then perhaps we should take a moment to look around a little, eh? You there, unblooded. See if you can find another way through. We'll charge in to help as soon as we hear fighting.
waiting for?
Maybe they're so scared of you they ran away.
Hardly likely.
Just shut up and keep out of sight.
Must be the...
What's the hurry?
Take that! I'll break my rod!
Careful, boys. There's bound to be more up ahead.
What in the nine holds is that?
Draugr. Ain't you ever seen one before?
No, and I'm not sure I'm better off for it now, neither.
Steady. A few dusty bone walkers aren't going to stop us any more than the Imperials could. We are not leaving until we get what we came for. Now let's keep moving. Where'd you go? Damn you! The Hall of Stories. We must be getting close now.
Oh, I've heard of this. They say these walls show the history of the ancients who built this place.
Too bad we can't read these carvings. Who knows what secrets we'd uncover?
One thing at a time. We are here for the crown. Any of these carvings show a crown? The Imperials are here in force. Stick together.
I keep thinking I see something moving in the shadows.
The Imperials got. Even if one of these pictures tells us where the crown is, I'm betting we're going to have to find a way through that door. See what you can figure out, Unblooded. I'm going to check out these carvings over here. Let me know if you find something. That looks like some kind of claw from a statue. I wonder what it's used for. The Imperials are here in force. Stick together. Good job. All right, everyone. Keep your guard up. Don't tell him what you'll find out here. Come on, boys. Let's spread out and see what we've got. Unblooded, do what you do best. See if you can find some way to get that gate open. How's it going, Unblooded? You find anything yet? That's done it. All right, boys, let's get more. Steady now. They may be uglier than Imperial. Not so fast. Okay. Pay for that? Damn dustman. Why don't you That's the last of them. Come on, let's see what's down this way.
I don't know what we're doing here. Ulfric must have his reasons.
The crown must be around here somewhere. Spread out and keep your eyes open.
Keep a sharp eye out.
Keep a sharp eye out.
That crown should be around here somewhere. Just keep an eye out for the Bone Walkers. Get to Windhelm with the crown as quick as you can. Tell Ulfric he owes me a drink.
I keep thinking I see something moving in the shadows.
Yes? Need something?
mages blew up Winterhold. Guess it was just a matter of time.
Being in exile is the most humiliating thing I've experienced in my life.
Galmar thinks we should double our men in the Reach.
A reasonable strategy.
And you, Yorli?
Well, sir, the hold of Falkreath is fairly vulnerable, and blocks the only road from Cyrodiil.
A good point, old friend.
To be sure, my lord, I am not skilled in the arts of war or military tactics.
But you're able to see the hole in the parts. And for that, I'm grateful.
As you wish, sir.
Soon enough, we will march on Solitude. And on that day, the heroes of Sovngarde will march with us. And the Empire will fall to its knees in fear. Not entirely true. Though not entirely false, either. Any Nord can learn the way of the voice by studying with the Greybeards, given enough ambition and dedication. My shouting Torg to the ground proved he had neither. However, it was my sword piercing his heart that killed him. The Imperials have already dug into Whiterun. We're wrested from them soon enough. We must. Its central position is key. Tullius has camps in the Pale, entertaining thoughts of battle. The Empire still underestimates the force of our cause. It will be their undoing. The Empire thinks it holds Falkreath from us, but the souls of Skyrim's bravest are buried there and will fill our hearts and strengthen our blades.
We're fighting because we're done bleeding for an empire that won't bleed for us. Untold numbers of Nords died defending the Empire against the Dominion. And for what? Skyrim being sold to the Thalmor so the Emperor could keep his throne. We're fighting because our own Jarls, once strong, wise men, have become fearful and blind to the people's suffering. We're fighting because Skyrim needs heroes, and there's no one else but us.
I killed Torg to prove our wretched condition. How is the High King supposed to be the defender of Skyrim if he can't even defend himself? Indeed, Elisif has become Jarl of Solitude. Historically and conveniently home of the High King, backed by Imperial interests. But the Moot has not yet met to name her High Queen. And they won't. Not as long as I have any say in it. There hasn't been a true High King in Skyrim for generations. For too long, he's been hand-picked by the Emperor, and given emphatic nods by milk-drinking Jarls addicted to Imperial coin. It's time we had a real High King, one of our own making. My father, the Great Bear of Eastmarch, died during my imprisonment after the Markarth incident. I, his only son, forced to deliver his eulogy via letter I had smuggled out of prison. Such is the love of Titus meat for his subjects. When finally set free, I returned to Windhelm and was greeted by a city in mourning, at one with my own grief and anger, clamoring in angry voices, calling out for justice, for war. They sat me on the throne of Ysgramor, the throne of my father. I only hope I can prove worthy of that honor. Now that the Empire has been driven from the Reach, we can put a stop to the raping of her silver mines. That silver belongs in Skyrim. I killed Torrik to prove our wretched condition. I challenged him in the traditional way, and he accepted. There were many witnesses. No murder was committed. True, he didn't stand a chance against me. But that was precisely the point. He was a puppet king of the Empire, not a high king of Skyrim. His father before him, perhaps, but not Torrik. He was too privileged and too foolish. More interested in entertaining his queen than ruling his country. Talos watch over you. Damn him. That old bear was right. Did you run into any trouble? That's the spirit. I'll get all the details from Galmar when he gets back. Now then, I'm glad you're here. I have a message I need delivered to the Jarl of Whiterun. Deliver this axe to Balgruuf the Greater.
Yes, an axe. How long have you been in Skyrim? Give the man my axe.
If he keeps it, I will bide my time. If he returns it to you, it means war. Men who understand each other often have no need for words. There are but a few simple truths behind one warrior giving another his axe. Balgruuf will know my meaning. Keep your wits about you. The Jarl of Whiterun is known for his temper.
Dorns, wares, and weapons. All for good and well.
Are you still working at the Bannered Mare in the evenings, Ulfric? And why shouldn't I?
Tongue of mortality, and now walk among the stars! What you were once that,
Word is the College of Mages is back to normal. There's such a thing as that.
May the gods watch over your battles,
so
friend.
Angry, he can hardly stand it. Father promised me
Did he
just
now?
days ago.
Huh.
Now where is
The man is persistent.
It
I'll
takes
give
a
him
while to
that.
make a dress, Dagny. You have to be
I
patient.
suppose it's time
I want
I
it
give
just
him
right
an
now.
answer. Proventus, what do you make of all this? If Ulfric were to attack Whiterun,
Spoiled baby.
As in all things, Lord, caution. I urge us to wait and see.
Pray wait.
I'm of a mind with Irileth. It's time to act.
You plan to march on Windhelm?
I'm not a fool, Proventus. I mean it's time to challenge Ulfric to face me as a man. Or march his Stormcloaks up to the gates.
He'll do no such thing. A dagger in the back is all you could expect.
He was rather straightforward with Torrig.
Torrig? He simply walked up to the boy and murdered him.
That boy was High King of Skyrim.
I'm not the High King. But neither am I a boy. If Ulfric wants to challenge my rule in the old way, let him. Though I suspect he'll prefer to send his Stormcloaks to do it for him.
True. He's already proven his personal strength. Now he seeks to prove his armies.
Then might I urge you to consider General Tullius's request? I mean, if you are bent on offending Jarl Ulfric.
Ulfric is the one who has offended. But Proventus has a point. Ulfric has made it clear. In his mind, to refuse his claim is to side with the Empire.
And what harm is there in letting a few legionnaires die in place of your own men?
It seems cowardly.
Was it cowardly then to accept the white gold concordat?
This again. That was different. Was I given a chance to object to the terms of the treaty? No. The Jarls weren't asked. We were told. And we had to like it.
The chests of gold didn't hurt.
Damn it! This isn't about gold!
It's time to decide.
Lord, wait. Let us see if Ulfric is serious.
Oh, he's serious. But so am I.
Finally.
So about this axe. You can return this axe to our friend. The esteemed Jarl of Windhelm has my answer. Make sure he gets it. Proventus, bring me my pen. And the good parchment.
Are we writing a letter, Lord?
Yes, to General Tullius. I need to make a few things clear before I accept these legionnaires of his. What is it that you need? Now, if you don't mind.
Every knight needs a squire. I can help you with your sword. Things like that.
To rule the realm!
Is there any news from Hiram?
Not a peep. Those prissy Bretons can't be made to lift a finger to help their neighbors.
I suppose we shouldn't be surprised. They've never had many problems with the Empire.
Those milk drinkers might as well be elves. Think they're better than us.
Regardless, it appears Skyrim must stand alone. Again.
Speak with Ulfric. He's expecting word from Whiterun.
Now that the Empire has been driven from the Reach, we can put a stop to the raping of her silver mines. That silver belongs in Skyrim. We should take Yarmarch. It'll be an important pressure point on the Imperials. We'd be within spitting distance of the capital. I'm not sure why Tullius is wasting his time trying to take Winterhold from us. But if he wants to throw his men away, I'll gladly accept that gift. Soon enough, we will march on Solitude. And on that day, the heroes of Sovngarde will march with us, and the Empire will fall to its knees in fear. Losing the rift gives Tullius easy access to the south of Eastmarch. Talos preserve us. We must take it back. Then I was wrong about him. You're right, Galmar.
Again.
I'm in no mood to joke.
Give the word, my lord, and Whiterun is yours.
Whiterun is only a means to an end.
I've toured our camps. We're ready, Ulfric. Whenever you are.
Is any man ever ready to give the order that will mean the deaths of many?
No, but neither is every man able to give that order when he must. But you are that man, Ulfric. You've been that man before, and you'll be him again. And these men and women, they call themselves Stormcloaks because they believe in you. They are the meanest, toughest sons of bitches Skyrim has to offer. And they want this. They want this as much as you do. Perhaps they want it more.
You're certain we're ready? Whiterun's army will no doubt be bolstered with legionnaires. And those walls around Whiterun are old, but they still stand.
We are ready. And I might be old myself, but I'll kick those damn walls down with my bare feet, if you would only ask me to do it.
And I'm sure you could do it too. All right. This is it.
Yes!
Send the word. A new day is dawning, and the sun rises over Whiterun.
Aye, and the sons of Skyrim will greet that dawn, teeth and swords flashing.
So it begins. Make haste to our camp in Whiterun. I want you on the front lines. I have a feeling about you. Your place is on that battlefield. I need you there. Then I commit them to whatever gods they still believe in.
Talos be with you.
I'm not sure why Tullius is wasting his time trying to take Winterhold from us. But if he wants to throw his men away, I'll
We're
gladly
taking the
accept
city.
that gift.
Meet the brothers gathering for the attack. Fight well or die well. Talos be with you.
I've spent
We'll
my
show
life
those
serving
faithless dogs
Talos.
who this land
I don't
belongs
plan
to.
to stop now, no matter what the Empire says.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. I've got a letter and a lot of gold. Something about it being your, inheritance. Oh, and sorry for your loss. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
This is it, men! They say that our cause is false, and that we are nothing more than thieves, thugs, and murderers. But no! We are farmers! We are craftsmen! We are sons and daughters of shopkeepers, maidservants, and soldiers! We are the sons and daughters of Skyrim! And we have come this far because our cause is true, because we fight as one, and because our hearts are bursting with anger! What we do here today, we do for our country, for all the true lords of Skyrim! Whiterun's walls are tall, but they are old and crumbling, like the Empire, whose legion lights them. They've barricades to block us, but we'll tear through them, and the Imperials behind them! Our objective is the drawbridge. If we can find a way to drop it, the city will be ours! Everyone on me! Let's show these Imperial milk drinkers what true Nords look like!
Be careful.
Made it. I was sure I'd find you face down in the dirt. I'm pretty sure I killed more than you. I was counting.
that.
Me. Damned if I let this rabble take my city without raising my own sword.
For the glory of the Empire! For the Emperor!
That's enough. I surrender. I surrender. Peace! Everyone stand down. That's an order. Stand down!
Balgruuf!
Fignar Greymane. Your family was noticeably absent from the walls. Now I know why. Wouldn't the dagger in the back have sufficed?
You think this is personal? The Empire has no place in Skyrim. Not anymore. And you have no place in Whiterun anymore.
A convenient position to hold now. But mark my words, old man. In the days to come, Ulfric will spread his rebellion thin. And what then? We need the Empire as much as it needs us. We Nords are the Empire. Our blood built it. Our blood sustains it. You, of all people, should know that.
If this was my empire, I'd be able to worship whoever I damn well pleased.
What happened?
Was to see an empire without Talos? Without its soul? We should be fighting those witch elves, not bending knee to them. The Emperor's nothing more than a puppet of the Thalmor.
Damn shame.
Skyrim needs a High King who will fight for her.
I'm going to find whoever did this.
Needs a Jarl who will do the same.
Tell me, Fignar, was all this worth it? How many of those corpses lining our streets wear the faces of men who once called you friend? What about their families?
Enough! Both of you! There is a burning city out there that needs a government. He's right. Galmar, come. Let us restore order.
This isn't over. You Hear me, you old fool. This isn't over. And you, a Stormcloak. I thought better of you. You'll all come to regret this day. I'm pretty sure I killed more than you. I was counting.
Victory here. Get over to Windhelm. Tell Ulfric of our victory here.
Keep your distance. I've got my eyes on you.
I surrender. Give me a few hours to gather my household. I'll depart. Have my blood. Are your ears still ringing? That goes away.
I don't like talking to someone who holds their honor so cheaply. Be careful.
I feel so helpless out here. The people of Riften depended on me, and I failed them.
Yes?
We've driven the Imperials out of Whiterun. This is good. Very good. We now control the center. It's a powerful position. One I aim to keep. We'll call you Ice Veins now. For the thick blood of our land has seeped into your heart. Here, take this. It's an Imperial officer's sword. A fitting weapon to use against our enemy. I suspect you'll be of greater use to us with greater freedom. So you're free to engage the Imperials as you see fit. But I also want you to find our hidden camp in Falkreath. Galmar will have special tasks for you, and will need you when we liberate the capital. You'll be doing whatever Galmar tells you to do, and causing as much mayhem as possible for the Empire and any Jarl who supports them. Go with the gods. We've driven the Imperials out of Whiterun. This is good. Very good. We now control the center.
Sir,
it's a powerful
there continues to
position.
be unrest in the Grey Quarter.
Blasted dark elves. I don't suppose you can tell them that I presently have larger concerns, such as on Skyrim.
They don't seem to be very sympathetic to our cause, sir.
Let me know if you hear anything more substantial.
Of course, my lord.
Countless dead haunt countless sleepless nights. When Skyrim becomes whole again, perhaps so will I. You're going to Fort Neugrad. They have some of our boys locked up there. But with a little luck, we can turn that to our advantage. I've sent some men to scout out the area. Meet them. See if you can't find a way to slip in, free our men, and take over the fort. They'll never suspect an attack from the inside. This won't be easy, but that's why I'm sending you. You got the grit to get this done? I knew I could count on you.
Keep your eyes open. I remember you. You were with us at Helgen and Whiterun. Glad to have you with us. How are you? Good to hear. I need this to go well. This is my first real command since they promoted me after Whiterun. You know, some nights when I close my eyes, I see the battle stretched out before me, like I'm still there. Do the men you've killed haunt you? Mine do. That's what I keep telling myself. But never mind all that. We've got a job to do, don't we? We found a cave under the lake. With luck, it'll lead into the prison. I need you to sneak in there and free our men, killing anyone inside as you go. Once you've rescued the prisoners, head out to the courtyard. We'll stand guard out here, and rush in as soon as we hear fighting. Should be fun. I have faith in you, but if you find more trouble than you can handle, run out to the courtyard. We'll come as soon as we hear fighting.
Shit.
There's more of them somewhere around here. Lead the way. I'll water the ground with your blood. Ismir, a thief! There's more of them somewhere around. Lead Lead the way.
Get me out of here! The guard has the key. Get me out of here!
Thanks. Let's teach these bastards a lesson. Last but not least, let's go! Thanks. I thought I was going to rot in here. So, what's the plan? By the 9, I hate the wait. Great work. Get back and report our success. I'll stay here and clean up the mess. Glad you were here. Your eyes open. Couldn't have done it without you. What's the plan?
I'm proud we liberated Falkreath from the Empire. In many ways, it's the heart and soul of Skyrim, not to mention its rather strategic position. Some brothers have taken to calling you Bonebreaker, evidence of your ferocity and determination, a fitting name. So we shall all call you thus. The war demands so much from us, and we give all we have to it and to the people. But I've kept a little something to offer you in appreciation. Please take this on behalf of all the brothers and sisters. And I need capable and loyal warriors close at hand. So I'd like to offer you a home in Windhelm. Speak with my steward, who'll make the arrangements. You're needed in Jarmarch. There's much to be done. You'll be doing whatever Galmar tells you to do. Talos guide you.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. For Ulfric? Well, nothing official. Known him for years. He seems to value my thoughts, and I'm grateful for that. I don't really have a mind for war, and I think he likes having an untrained opinion from time to time. Grew up here, cold as Admora, but that just grows the beard thicker. Lot of history in these walls. We're trying to make some more. It's a lucky time to be alive. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
The cooking and cleaning around the palace.
Of course. Something that seems to be in short supply these days.
The Empire would have us become slaves to the Thalmor. We are not slaves. We are men. Free men who will slay anyone who begs to differ. Need you to deliver some false orders to the Imperial Legate in Morthal. But first, we need to get our hands on some Imperial orders to make the forgeries. The inns at Dragonbridge and Hraggstad are frequent stops for Imperial runners. See if you can't convince one of those innkeepers to help you. One way or another, get me those documents. What do you say? We all have faith in you.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over. Fate is the name. I keep the inn. I tend to keep my patrons' privacy. It is? Well, that's different. He was here, but he left. If you leave now, you can probably catch him. Or you can just wait here. He'll be back soon enough. All right, then.
Need something?
Mind you don't cross Tullius. He's in charge around here.
Can't stop to chat, citizen. Is that so?
Die, rebel! This is what you want, huh? That godless emperor can shove his damn treaty into the steaming nether reaches of my you-know-where. Good work. Let's see what you got. They know more of our plans than I thought. Not good. Oh, what's this? Fort Snowhawk is in need of reinforcements. We'll make sure they won't be getting those. Give me a moment while I make a few, corrections to these reports. There we go. Make sure those forged documents get to the Legate in Morthal. They should give them the wrong idea, and us the advantage. Watch yourself out there.
Not sure you belong here, citizen. Is that so? Lost your uniform along the way, did you, soldier? I suppose it would be. Good thinking. Thank you, soldier. Let's take a look at these reports. I'm waiting on word about reinforcements for the fort. Good. They're on their way. And we have some information on enemy troop movements. Excellent. Stormcloak scouts are making it difficult to move around. It's good you made it here in one piece. Why don't you have yourself a drink at the moorside before you head back? Until next time.
Good job. Ulfric was right about you. I'm glad to have you with us. You are going to Fort Snowhawk. Meet the brothers preparing for the attack. Then join them in wiping out the Imperials. Once you prevail, we will garrison the fort. What do you say? Can you do this? Good. You've got real fire in you. I like that. Talos guide you.
We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to.
What? Ruda! Watch it!
Hey, watch it!
Right. End it.
It's nothing.
Not like this.
If I can just stand up.
I long to be out there with my brothers, waging war against the Empire.
Legion soldiers gleam like fresh fallen snow and clank like a kitchen. They head this way, we'll know it. Damn faithless Imperials.
I'll fight the entire Legion myself if they dare show their faces here. Talos guide you.
Tullius must be getting nervous. Taking Hellmarch, we're practically in his backyard now. As soon as we're able, we'll march on Solitude. Multitudes of our enemies are buried in an avalanche of pain and retribution, delivered by your hands. I shall call you Snowhammer now. You show great passion for battle, and compassion for those we fight for. You are becoming indispensable to our cause. We do what we do out of love for our brothers and sisters. Here, take this as a token of such love reciprocated. Make your way to our hidden camp in the Rift. I can't continue to push forward when I'm worried about Eastmarch's southern border. I hold you responsible for this situation, so you better win me back Riften, or die trying. Talos guide you.
will smite you! Now you're just making me mad. That godless emperor can shove his death. You're going to Fort Greenwall. Meet the brothers preparing for the attack. Then join them in wiping out the Imperials. Once you prevail, we will garrison the fort. What do you say? Can you do this? Good. You've got real fire in you. I like that. Talos guide you.
Never should have come here.
Enough of this!
I swear I'll kill you.
Fus! Ruda!
Be careful!
For the sons of Skyrim.
I'll water the ground with your blood. Damn you!
I've suffered worse during training.
I'm glad we liberated the rift. It was dangerous having Imperials skulking about on the southern border of Eastmarch. You have no time to glory in your accomplishments. We're gathering for our final assault on Solitude. I need you there. Report to our camp in Haffinger. Soon enough, we will march on Solitude. And on that day, the heroes of Sovngarde will march with us, and the Empire will fall to its knees in fear. I'd like to offer you a place in my court, as a Thane. It's mainly an honorary title, but there are a few perks. Now, by law and tradition, I can only grant this title to one who is known throughout Eastmarch, and who owns property in Windhelm. If you do good works for the people and purchase a home from my steward, I'll name you my Thane. The honor will be mine. Talos watch over you. Galmar thinks we should double our men in the Reach.
A reasonable strategy.
And you, Yorleaf?
Well, sir, the hold of Falkreath is fairly vulnerable, and blocks the only road from Cyrodiil.
A good point, old friend.
To be sure, my lord, I am not skilled in the arts of war or military tactics.
but you're able to see the hole in the parts, and for that I'm grateful.
As you wish, sir. The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. Splendid. There's a house available right now. Wonderful. Here is the key to your new home. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
We've driven the Imperials out of Whiterun. This is good. Very good. We now control the center. It's a powerful position, one I aim to keep. I'm proud we liberated Falkreath from the Empire. In many ways, it's the heart and soul of Skyrim, not to mention its rather strategic position. Then by my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Eastmarch. Congratulations. I grant you a personal housecarl to watch over your home, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Keep your brother, and he'll keep you.
Why sure, is that a Zora star? How did you come to possess such a rare treasure?
The Empire would have us become slaves to the Thalmor. You're going to the fort. Meet the brothers preparing for the attack. Then join them in wiping out the Imperials. Once you prevail, we will garrison the fort. What do you say? Can you do this? Good. You've got real fire in you. I like that. Talos guide you.
Legion's soldiers gleam like fresh fallen snow and clank like a kitchen.
Good job. Ulfric was right about you. I'm glad to have you with us. We're taking the city. Meet the brothers gathering for the attack. Fight well or die well. Talos be with you. We're taking the city. Meet the brothers gathering for the attack. Fight well or die well.
Oh well. Must have run off.
This is it, men. It's time to make this city ours. We come to this moment carried by the sacrifices and courage of our fellows. Those who have fallen. Those still bearing the shields to our right. Hurrah! On this day, our enemy will know the fullness of our determination, the true depth of our anger, and the exalted righteousness of our cause. The gods are watching. The spirits of our ancestors are stirring. And men, under suns yet to dawn, will be transformed by what we do here today. Fear neither pain nor darkness, for Sovereign God awaits those who die with weapons in their hands and courage in their hearts. We now fight our way to Castle Dower, to cut the head off the Legion itself. And in that moment, the gods will look down and see Skyrim as she was meant to be, full of Nords who are mighty, powerful, and free. Ready now, everyone, with me, for the sons and daughters of Skyrim!
Who's there?
Finish this!
Damn you!
Come on, I dare you.
Lucky shit!
Justin!
Where's your precious Emperor now?
Kill you!
Come on, at least...
It's dead. Such a pretty shade of red. That's it.
Be careful.
Come on, I dare you.
Damn you. I've been wounded worse, but be careful.
Not impressed.
The Emperor can kiss my ass.
Like the bite of a flea.
You can't win this. Yeah. Boost.
This should be fun. You want me to close my eyes? Would that even things up?
No. Dead. Now you're just making me mad.
Die, Imperio!
The sons of Skyrim. those Imperials what real lords are made of. Already done.
Stop what? Taking Skyrim back from those who leave her to rot.
You're wrong, Ulfric. We need the Empire. Without it, Skyrim will surely fall to Dominion.
You were there with us. You saw it. The day the Empire signed that damn treaty was the day the Empire died.
The Empire is weak, obsolete. Look at how far we've come with so little. When we're done rooting out the Imperial influence here at home, then we will take our war to the Almeri Dominion.
You're a damn fool.
Stand aside, woman. We've come for the General.
He has given up, but I have not.
Rikke, go. You're free to leave.
I'm also free to stay and fight for what I believe in.
You're also free to die for it.
This is what you wanted? Shield brothers and sisters killing each other? Families torn apart? This is the Skyrim
woman,
you
stand
want?
aside.
That's not the Skyrim I want to live in.
Rikke, you don't have to do this.
You've left me no choice. Talos, preserve us.
Who's there? I knew I heard something.
Enough! Enough. This is it for you. Any last words before I send you to oblivion?
You realize this is exactly what they wanted.
What who wanted?
The Galmar. They stirred up trouble here, forced us to divert needed resources and throw away good soldiers, quelling this rebellion.
It's a little more than a rebellion.
We aren't the bad guys, you know.
Maybe not. You certainly are the good guys.
Perhaps you're right. But then what does that make you?
You just said it yourself.
It makes us right.
And if I surrender?
The Empire I remember never surrendered.
That Empire is dead. And so are you.
So be it.
Just kill him and let's be done with it already.
Come, Galmar. Where's your sense of the dramatic moment?
By the gods. If it's a good ending to some damn story you're after, perhaps the Dragonborn should be the one to do it.
Good point. Well, Dragonborn, what do you say? Do you want the honor? Dragonborn, here. Use my sword to do it. This moment will be immortalized in song. Make it a good kill.
Good. It's done.
Well, I suppose some kind of speech is in order.
I'll go gather the men in the courtyard.
And Elisif?
Don't you worry about her. I've sent my best men to round her up.
Stormblade, I want you to have my sword, a token of my appreciation. Now then, the men will expect a speech. Will you stand by my side? I wish to honor you, Dragonborn, and the truest of Stormcloaks. Very good. Come, the people await us. indeed Ulfric Stormcloak, and at my side the man known as Stormblade, and the world knows as the Dragonborn. And indeed, there are many that call us heroes. But it is all of you who are the true heroes. It was you who fought a dying empire, who sunk its claws into our land, trying to drag us down with it. It was you who fought the Thalmor and their puppets who would have us deny our gods and our heritage. It was you who fought your kin who didn't understand our cause, who weren't willing to pay the price for our freedom. But more than that, it was you who fought for Skyrim, for our right to fight our own battles, to return to our glory and traditions, to determine our own future. And it is for these reasons that I cannot accept the mantle of High King. Not until the moot declares that title should adorn my shoulders will I accept it.
And what about Jarl Elisif?
Yes, what about the Lady Elisif? Will she put aside her personal hatred for me and her misplaced love for the Emperor and his coin so that the suffering of our people will end? Will she acknowledge that it is we Nords who will determine Skyrim's future? Will she swear fealty to me so all may know that we are at peace and a new day has dawned?
I do.
Then it is settled. The Jarl will continue to rule Solitude. I will garrison armies here to ward off Imperial attempts to reclaim the city. And in due time, the Moot will meet and settle the claim to High King once and for all. There is much to do, and I need every able-bodied man and woman committed to rebuilding Skyrim. A great darkness is growing, and soon we will be called to fight it, on these shores or abroad. The Aldmeri Dominion may have defeated the Empire, but it has not defeated Skyrim!
How'd I do?
Not so bad. Nice touch about the High King.
Thank you. I thought so too.
It's a foregone conclusion, you know.
Oh, I know.
The Imperials are not going to leave us alone. They still have camps in the hills. They'll continue to strike out at us, whenever and wherever they can.
I'm not afraid of the remnants of the Legion. In time, they'll all give up and go home. What I fear is that the Thalmor will see our victory here and turn greater attention to our shores. We must be prepared to face them.
Aye.
And of course, we couldn't have done it without you. May the gods preserve you.
May the gods preserve us all.
Come, Galmar. We've still much work to do.
My hatred for the Empire is exceeded only by my hatred for their witch-elf puppet masters. Ha! Ulfric's put me in charge of keeping an eye on the new Jarls. You know, make sure they're generally following orders. Can't say I'm looking forward to that, but I will also be training men and women for their new armies. The Empire might send over a few legionnaires to make sure we're serious. And of course, we'll be taking the fight to the elves soon enough. We'll need trained, disciplined, and creative warriors ready for all that. No. I trust you'll do more good out there in the world, wherever you damn well please to go. You are a true son of Skyrim. You'll know what to do. To begin with, killing any legionnaire you find out in the wilderness. I've reports they've hidden military camps out there. Watch yourself out there.
Thanks.
If you have business,
Couldn't have done
please
that
see
without
Falk Firebeard, my steward. Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torrig. Now it would seem Ulfric has his wish. And there truly is no justice in the world. No. Although it's true my husband Torrig was the High King, and I am his widow, I am in no position to claim such a title. Ulfric Stormcloak is victorious, and the Jarls have fallen in line. It seems I will never take my rightful place as High Queen. Be well. Pray for Solitude and my husband.
I feel so alive.
We showed those Imperials what real Nords.
We did it. They'll think twice before coming back.
Show them, huh?
We sure showed them.
Thanks for your part in all that.
Before we wage war upon our foes, we must wage a war against our lesser selves.
Yes? Make it quick. I'm a busy man. There will be peace for a time, during which we must rebuild Skyrim into the land it once was. Strong, self-reliant, the center of mankind. Because getting rid of the Empire was only half the problem. Soon the elves will again seek to rule the world. We must ready ourselves to fight them. For it will be Skyrim that shall lead Tamriel in those dark days, when the fate of the world is finally determined. No, not yet. We'll wait for the moot to name me High King. It'll be better for all that way. But that doesn't mean I won't start acting like it. There's much to do. The new Jarls need help building armies and enforcing their right to rule. The Empire may try to reclaim Skyrim, and I need everyone ready for that. Though the biggest threat, of course, is the elves. True sons and daughters of Skyrim reign in every city. We've crippled the Imperial Legion and cut off its head by killing General Tullius himself. What more could I ask of you? No, you're free to roam. I suspect the gods have needs for you elsewhere. That said, some of the Legion's staunchest men have organized themselves and are operating out of hidden military camps in the wilderness. If you come across any Imperials in your travels, I expect you'll know what to do. Take care.
Galmar thinks we should double our men in the Reach.
A reasonable strategy.
And you, Yorli?
Well, sir, the hold of Falkreath is fairly vulnerable and blocks the only road from Cyrodiil.
By sure. Is that Asura's star? How did you come to possess such
Been tending to your hounds? Smell like a wet dog.